Hey, Spencer Welch here, and today we're going to talk about head voice. So what is head voice? Well, in our last video, we spoke about chest voice, which is the lower region or range of your voice, which means that head voice is the very opposite. It's the upper region or range of your voice where you probably don't speak. Head voice gets its name because it can often feel like the sympathetic vibrations lift up into your head as you sing in those ranges. As I do that, I feel the vibrations move from my chest all the way up into my head as I move from chest voice to head voice. Now remember, don't get a complex about this. This is somewhat subjective, and so don't worry if you don't feel it exactly the way that I do. How do we find head voice? Number one, pick a high pitch. Hum it or whimper it like a puppy dog. Number two, pick a closed vowel like an ooh or an e, something that shuts your mouth down a bit. Woo, woo. Number three, pick a quieter volume. Don't belt this sucker. Gently, like this. Woo, woo. If you make this sound like an owl hooting with a high pitch, a closed vowel, a quieter volume, that is your head voice, my friends. Now, some of you may be saying, Spencer, what you're calling head voice sounds an awful lot to me like falsetto. And you know what? You would be right. What do head voice and falsetto have in common? Well, they both tend to happen in the upper range of our voice. So falsetto, and head voice, In both cases, I know I'm not in my chest voice. Number two, in both cases, singers tend to feel more sympathetic vibrations in the head, not in the chest. So falsetto, definitely headier. Also headier in the sensation. Now what's the difference? Falsetto is the lightest possible sound a human being can make. The muscles inside the vocal cords do not contract, and so therefore just the top edge of the vocal fold starts to come together. Vocal fold, vocal cords, it's the same thing. In head voice, those muscles inside the vocal folds or vocal cords start to contract, and so therefore we start to get a bit more contact between the vocal folds, and so a fuller, more complex sound. So, instead of falsetto, falsetto is going to produce a sound that's very hollow, a sine wave, like boo. This is a test of the emergency network. What is that? Head voice is deeper than falsetto. It's richer and fuller than falsetto, but it tends to be lighter than chest voice. What this means is that head voice is able to connect with your chest voice. When you move from your chest voice, the lower range where you tend to speak, to falsetto, you are probably going to get a yodel. And we call that a break. Chest voice, falsetto. However, when you move from chest voice to head voice, you can do that without a break. Chest voice, head voice, back to chest voice, without there being a break, without there being an So, as you're singing a song, if you want it to sound like a similar color from the bottom to the top, you want it to sound like your natural voice, you will need to develop your head voice. Whereas if for a special effect, you want it to yodel, you want it to break on purpose, then use falsetto. So in another video, we're going to talk about how to strengthen your head voice and develop that. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like, please comment, and support us by subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the videos that are coming your way. Thanks, and keep singing.